so it doesn't appear to be a spam. So that could be your safety nets on how you can fix that. The third one would be, adding error handling. And this is one thing that is always very much emphasized when you're building automation. Always add error handling so that in case your API is down, in case an automation stops or something, it does not stop. It does not just stop, and nobody knows about it that it was not running. So it is important that you add an error handler. So to add your error handler, you would always right click on the particular module you want to report errors on. And for me, I would always say, the module that is prone to always triggering errors, like the ones that have APIs. So anytime they always, throw up errors, will render running. So what you would want to do is add a module. For example, if you have like a JSON module, API modules, or modules that use APIs to, sometimes the API might expire, or like OpenAI, your AI modules, or AI modules that sometimes your tokens might be exhausted or something like that. You might want to add error handlers for such kind of models that are prone to always throwing up errors, right? So what you would do in that module is just come here and right click, and you see error handler here. So you just come here and it will show you the different kinds of immediate error and handlers you can have. You can have break, commit, ignore, resume, fallback, either of these. But I personally don't really like to use either of these, especially if I'm building for a client, because if I tell it to, unless in some certain scenarios, right? So different scenarios require or call for different things. I personally like to use ignore if I don't really care for, say maybe I'm scraping a website, right?